Good evening and welcome to the news. First, let us take a look at the headlines. Prime Minister Modi embarks on US visit for key summits. State Congress anticipates return of turncoats. MPCC chief supports call for investigation into drug trade allegations. UDP Nongpo Circle announces Balaji Rani as MDC candidate. And Congress dismisses One Nation, One Election bill as a non-starter. The news in detail. Prime Minister Modi is on his way to the US for a 3-day visit from September 21st to 23rd, during which he will participate in the 6th Quad Leadership Summit in Washington, Delaware on September 21st. On the final day, he will address the Summit of the Future at the UN General Assembly. Ahead of his departure, Prime Minister Modi emphasized that his meeting with President Biden aims to strengthen the India-US Comprehensive Global Strategic Partnership. He also expressed his enthusiasm for engaging with the Indian diaspora and prominent American business leaders during his visit. The State Congress announced yesterday that several former ministers and MLAs are expected to return to the party next month. MPCC Chief Vincent H. Pala revealed that many who had previously left now wish to rejoin, with a formal meeting scheduled for October 11th and 12th in the southwest Khasi Hills, where some will officially return. Addressing concerns about his leadership after the departure of 12 MLAs, he questioned the stability of their new affiliations, noting that many had switched parties multiple times. He emphasized that these shifting allegiances reflect border issues within the political landscape rather than his leadership.
On the 12th, we will have a meeting in southwest Khasi Hills. Some of them will join there. On the 11th, some of them will join there. So a series is not proper for me to tell them in advance because they are yet to resign, yet to join. So we'll tell you at a proper time, but I can guarantee you many of them will be coming back. At the same time, 5 of them left the Congress. They said they may say because of Pala, but some of them joined the other party, rejoined the other party. Example, one MLA joined 3 parties in a year. So whom they will blame?
Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee Chief Vincent H. Pala on Friday backed leader of the opposition Mukul Sangma's demand for an independent investigation into Deputy Chief Minister Snehaw Bhalang's Dhaar's alleged involvement in the drug trade. Speaking to reporters, Pala welcomed any inquiry into illegal coal and drug activities spanning the last decade, fully supporting Sangma's call for an investigation covering this time frame.
And drugs. That there should be an investigation. What do you have to say? Will you also?
I will welcome any investigations. Let me tell you, the illegal coal starts for the last 10 years. The illegal transportation of coal is for the last 10 years. Drugs, more than 10 years. So I fully support Mukul's idea that we should have an investigation, and investigation should be at least for the last 10 years.
The United Democratic Party UDP Nongpo Circle has officially declared Balaji Rani, the current MDC for the Nongpo constituency, as its candidate for the upcoming MDC elections. The announcement took place during a public meeting today in Parsi, Nongpo, attended by Meral Wons EM, MLA of Nongpo, Balaji Rani and Andreas Sinkley, president of UDP Nongpo Circle, along with other party officials and supporters.
Sitting MDC, nagabantaban yakun yakaneka election MDC kabansawan, waladang impatip yaka tarik dan kapor kapati kena indai kum ke parti kabakongsan galong bangin nang penkre nagabanta kaneka election kabansawan. Ba nagalian jonga ngapen pau ke jing songu, ngapen pau ke jing sokmen ba ka parti kala ai biang hangai kaneka jing shania ya kabangan yakun biang kaneka election MDC kabansawan. Oi hagi ni kisan snem ki bladep kum we na MDC jong kaneka dong kathang nila persyang bantre lagade hakamat kabede bat ke district council bat kunjuru agi bede bat kadong kathain ke banwan ra ai karoi kapar nila persyang ya ke ege ke ba nang penbah ya ke konstituensi Brokowe.
The Congress party yesterday criticized the ruling government's One Nation, One Election bill, calling it a non-starter and yet another jumla. All India Congress Committee Joint Secretary for Meghalaya, Matthew Anthony, stated that for One Nation, One Election to become law, it must be approved by both houses of parliament and over 50% of the states. He questioned the ruling in NDA's commitment to One Nation, One Election, pointing out the numerous phases in which the recent Lok Sabha and Assembly elections were conducted.
The One Nation, One Election is a non-beginner or a non-starter for the simple reason, if at all it has to be a law, it has to be approved by both houses of the parliament. It has to be approved by more than 50% of the states. Now, the national election, people vote for national parties and regional parties. The state election, it's regional parties and the national parties. And when it comes to the district administration, municipality, corporations, people vote for the individual and the parties. What is the logic of mixing it then? And if the government was so serious about it, then why did they do the Lok Sabha polls in this many number of phases? Why are they doing the assembly polls in this many number of phases? So it is, and the IDFC survey report of 2015 says that 77% of the population will vote for the same party if the state and the assembly elections are held together. And if it is held separately, then 61% will vote in different manner. So it is basically BJP's design to have a presidential kind of a rule. So it is not going to happen.
MLA Miralbon's EM visited Umtham and Sari Khushi villages in the Nongpok constituency today to engage with local residents. During the community meeting, attendees shared their challenges and views, joined by MDC Balaji Rani and members of the Sokwai and Lingdor clans. EM announced a work order of ₹2 lakh for each clan to construct storerooms under the Special Rural Works Programme scheme for 2023-2024. He emphasized the importance of preserving local traditions and encouraged the community to take pride in their heritage, concluding with well wishes for the village's future.
Nang penbahas syuk, nang lek bahas syuk, nang penek pensa erti dustur, yang dia penek lain, ya kan erti dustur berkolsor kepingin dan nyihapan penek ya kan. Bagi kitbok keruyang, ya berkosok kuai berat kowe. Bat hagi tinggal erti kecuali kemoloang benih, hagi kalai teli pun, emeli, bukhi pila tersama hagi pol kita. Haba ilayok berwandrung. Bat berkulang kemat cungki. Mereka sendiri bijingwan kami kalau bat pendap ini bijing kulang, mengadap berkulang for election. Kalau banyak, ya baru kalai teli ikut. Dan aman kita kalai teli bagi pendap sen pendap. Agak juga por ni namlah. Dan ingin lihat case wise.
The State Congress is expected to remain in the NPP-led Executive Committee of the Khasi Hills District Council KHADC despite earlier intentions to withdraw. Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee Chief Vincent H. Pala stated that they cannot pull their support, acknowledging the potential damage. He explained that their initial decision to join the ruling coalition was driven by the desire to amend the 6th schedule. Emphasizing their status as a national party, Pala noted that any decisions would require examination and approval from the AICC, affirming that the focus remains on ensuring the amendments are fair and beneficial for the people.
But we thought that why should we surrender? Whatever come what may be, we should not surrender. We should protect the interests of the people of Meghalaya by involving in the amendment. I think the amendment is in the process, it's not yet over. Discussions, the center, the state and the council is in the process. So we cannot leave halfway. We cannot have work. We know the pressure of people, we know the emotion of the people, but leaving the people halfway in case if they re-manipulated and then without our knowledge, I think it's not fair on our part.
The District Legal Services Authority of West Khasi Hills District organized a program titled Opening Doors for Education to Children at St. Thomas High Secondary School in Mairang, aimed at raising awareness among students about their rights and the importance of education. The event featured talks on key topics such as the right of children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009 and legal aid services. The Vice Principal expressed gratitude for the initiative, which will soon lead to the establishment of a legal literacy club at the school, enhancing students' understanding of various laws. Awards ceremony yesterday at the SP office campus to recognize the outstanding service of its officers and constables. DGP Ida Shisha Nongrang distributed commendation awards celebrating the crucial role of police personnel in ensuring the safety of the district's residents. The event was attended by Riboy Superintendent of Police Jagpal Singh Dhanua, Additional Superintendent of Police Banraplang Jerwa and others. Special awards were given to unarmed branch constable Alan Marwanyang and a woman police constable Wadalin Siemyong from the 6th Battalion Umran for winning gold medals at the 73rd All India Police Wrestling Cluster 2024 held in Uttar Pradesh.
Quite a few weeks, but somehow something or the other kept coming up. I'm so glad that I've finally been able to come to Riboy district and on such an occasion. It's even greater pleasure that I noticed that you, the people who are getting recommendations and commendations and rewards today, come from every single unit of Riboy Police, whether it's the armed branch, whether it's the unarmed branch, whether it's the SF10, whether it's the SOT, whether it's the PSOs, whether it's the drivers. I am so happy to see that there is this working together. It is this working together as a team which will lead us to greater achievements and greater glories. I wish you all the very best and congratulations once again.
Riboy police intercepted a truck bound for Guwahati after a tip-off seizing 9 kg of ganja at Nongpo around 10 p.m. The truck, driven by 24-year-old Garam Shah from Tezpur, was registered as NL02N2630. Officer in charge M.R. Marak confirmed the seizure and stated that an investigation is ongoing.
We got a source information that one truck is getting some contraband substances. On receiving the information, we have put up a Naka checking both in Umsning and in Nongpo. So during the Naka checking, we have intercepted one truck bearing registration number NL02N2630, and one person was detained by the name Garam Shah Boro. He is the driver of the truck, and on checking from the truck we have recovered 9 kg of ganja.
The third edition of the Sohra International Half Marathon took place today, drawing over 7,000 participants of all ages, including children and senior citizens. Runners from various countries, including Ethiopia, Kenya and Bangladesh, joined the event, which is recognized by the Athletics Federation of India. Organized by the Meghalaya Athletics Association and the Meghalaya State Olympic Association, the marathon featured categories including 21K Elite Open, 21K Open, 10K for various age groups and a 5K run for fun, which starts at Latsoplia, Wakaba and Cherapanji Presbyterian School, respectively. Another weather report. The minimum temperature was 18.7 degrees Celsius and the maximum temperature was 28.8 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 65%, while in the evening was 87%. The forecast, light to moderate rainfall and thundershower is very likely to occur at few places. And before we wind up, here are the headlines once again. Prime Minister Modi embarks on US visit for key summit. State Congress anticipates return of turncoats. MPCC chief supports call for investigation into drug trade allegations. UDP Nongpo Circle announces Balaji Rani as MDC candidate. And Congress dismisses One Nation, One Election bill as a non-starter. And that's all we have in the news for today. Do join us again tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Until then, good night.